And here comes the Liberator, ready to blow open the doors that stand in her path.
And you would be?
Kahal, chieftain of the Ka dynasty and Blade of Hemilus. Subject of Ormeriel, the one elder of the reunified elves, and your subject by extension.
That's a lot of titles for someone who guards a door.
As you can imagine, I wish to speak with Ormeriel. So,
Well, sadly, I must inform you that the doors to the Temple of Elmar are to remain closed. Until those who made an attempt on our one elder's life are brought to justice, that is.
someone tried to murder Ormeriel?
Yes. Surely you must know about the Separatists.
I gather that not everyone is happy with the reunification of the elves.
Indeed, it hasn't been easy. Not for anyone. But some have made it even more difficult. Last night's attempt was their first, but it won't be their last. That's one thing you can trust those savages with. They won't stop until they succeed, or die trying.
I have some questions for you. About the Separatists. You use the term savages. It feels like you have someone in mind.
Of course I do. The one elder dislikes hearing it, but it's true. Most of the Separatists are feral elves. They can't control their own passion for the greater good.
While you are so obviously delighted to live in harmony with them.
Mind your words, human. In other times, that would have cost you your life.
That's one bold claim to make right in front of your queen.
Disregard that. I apologize, Your Highness. The night has been short.
Sure. About your dynasty. Have the Ka always lived in this region?
Our roots dig deep into the flanks of this mountain. They've been growing here since before the schism. When Gallian, father of all elves, became two, my ancestors already held the title of Blade of Hemilus, Bane of Dwarves.
Really? Charming.
We built the Temple of Elmar so that the purity of Gallian's true spirit might wash over these lands. And despite all their infamy, we set aside our differences with the feral elves when the twin elders came to power.
Really? About Ormeriel. I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, we know. Well, it's not my place to say.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing that the one elder would let me explain on her behalf. I will not speak further on this matter.
Very well. I'll ask her myself then. Never mind. I'll take care of them. I won't have the life of my friend threatened by those separatists, no matter their reasons.
A wise decision, Your Highness. We have reason to believe the survivors have set up camp southwest of here. May the wind guide your step.
Helmer, look at that door. It's massive, even for dwarven craftsmanship.
Aye, and built to last. We carve our halls to endure not centuries, but eternity.
Act fast, or die!
Act now, regret later! The fighting never ends.
Feel my wrath!
Corsidia Mantia.
The fight continues.
El Beth Kyantia.
I have my shot.
I will eat your charred flesh!
Feel his wrath.
The exiles are counting on me.
Hard to believe that these gates, once built to protect the elves, now stand as a divide between them.
Let's hope they will find their true purpose once again.
Make your stand here.
Let me be your shield.
I'll butcher them all.
Death follows me. Destin Pa Mason. I will eat your charred flesh!
Rally, troops! I call on his holy fury!
Out of my way! Slaughter!
The fight continues.
Must keep a distance.
Your flesh looks delicious! I will eat your charred flesh!
Pargoth Mortaleth. The pure cannot harm me. Aelbeth Kyantia.
I will eat your charred flesh!
by the seasons of my body, you made quick work of them. Or perhaps you got lost in the mountain. I could get you a guide.
It's done. You can rest easy.
I can attest to that. If that is not enough for you, maybe seeing the blood on our swords would suffice.
I don't think that will be necessary. Please let us through now.
Yes, of course. Welcome to the Temple of Elmar, Your Highness.
Ormeriel. It has been too long.
It has. How kind of you to reappear after all this time, my queen.
I am sorry to hear that your safety has been endangered, my friend. I have personally taken care of the separatists that caused you trouble.
Have you? Because from where I stand, it would seem you have merely cut off one claw of the rabid beast that wants to eviscerate me.
Listen, I didn't know things were this bad, but I'm back now. Let me help you fix this situation.
A situation that could have been prevented, had you heard my calls for help years ago.
I'm sorry, Ormeriel. I shied away from my responsibilities.
A nice way to put it. You abandoned your kingdom, Aviana. You abandoned Nevendar. You abandoned all of us. This situation is also your doing. Anyway, I haven't been waiting idly all this time. Melendrak, your marshal, has been lending me his strength and his eyes.
Melendrak?
I sent him to investigate the separatists a few moons ago, and have yet to hear from him. I would have gone after him myself, but the murder attempt put a damper on that.
If I may, when you speak of the separatists, you're referring to Galthiel's followers, is that right?
Who else?
In that case, we have some crucial information that you might have missed.
So, he has acted on his threats, and it sounds like he paid the price for it. Still, cutting off the head will not be enough. The beast will grow a new one, and if it keeps lashing out, harmony between the elves will crumble. Find Melendrak. If he is still out there, he might know enough to help us know how to deal with the rest of the separatists. He was last seen north of here, near the Skyless Grove.
I have a few questions for you. About your rule. I feel like I have some catching up to do. My fault, obviously.
Well, being the one elder hasn't been easy. Especially since Sebastian disappeared. He was the bridge between our people. Now that he's gone, explaining to human dignitaries that the insults and provocations from the separatists don't come from the elves as a whole.
That can't be easy, indeed.
The separatists. What do you know about them?
They weren't separatists at first. It started with an informal group, mostly feral elves. They came to me often, pleading with me to intercede with you so that the Empire would relinquish to them the sacred lands that once belonged to us. But since my requests remained unanswered, well...
I'm sorry. I felt like I could not intervene without risking too much.
It doesn't matter now. Their grudges turn to hatred. They feel that this peace is a lie designed to keep them quiet. So, they had to turn this hate towards an attainable goal. They feel like I'm the problem now.
Galthiel. Who was he, exactly?
What does it matter to you now?
If he was the leader of the separatists when they became more radical, then who he was is of the utmost importance.
He pretended to be a descendant of Oracle Milu. Not that anyone could have verified that.
Oracle Milu? The one who slaughtered our queen, the great Yatahali?
The very same, yes. But as I said, nobody can verify that. I had never even heard about Milu having progeny. He was just an anonymous feral elf at first. But then, when the rage started to grow, his name was everywhere. He wanted to spill the blood of the Empire. He wanted to trample those who opposed that goal. He
said he could hear Galleon.
How did you... I guess he must have said so before you slew him.
Interesting that he would claim Milu as his ancestor. She too heard Galleon. And led her people on a trail of blood across the other races.
What about all the other elves? I can't imagine all of them would be displeased with the reunification of your people.
And you would be right. The reign of the Twin Elders was... a tense one.
The Twin Elders. One leader for the ferals, one for the nobles, right? I've heard stories.
I'm surprised that a dwarf would know that much, to be honest.
We kept our ears to the ground, so to speak.
I remember that when I found you, you were a hostage to the noble elves. A way to ensure that the feral elves would not betray them. I would have expected things would be easier by now, but it seems I was wrong.
Yes, being reunified under one leader has certainly been a fertile ground for friendship to bloom. But it has also allowed some poisonous weeds to grow alongside it. Not all separatists are ferals, Afiana. And not all of those who would like to return to the way things were before me claim themselves separatists.
Anyway. Very well. I'll be on my way.
Thank you, Aviana.